I was privileged to be at her taking over as president of Soroptomist International in Glasgow last August. Margaret Lobo, who is here from Perth in Australia, and who issued as a theme of her president's appeal on Human Rights Day last year as president of Soroptomist, a project called Restoring Dignity, about bringing to a village, a created village in Ethiopia called the Village of Joy, a project which would look after women who had been afflicted with fistula and which would not only nurture them through immediate medical care, but help them be employed even while that care was continuing, as it often must, over several years.
Thank you, Ramon. You certainly do your homework, don't you? I'm happy to be here, and it's great to see so many participants here at the Soroptomist International is an international service organization for women. I think the other organizations have explained, and we're not very different to them. We became an organization in 1921 and really have worked to improve the lives of women and girls, and are committed to serving women and girls in local, national and international communities. The word Soroptomist, we're often asked, where did it come from? Two Latin words, soror, sister, optima, the best of, meaning women who do their best, and we do try and do our best. And I'd like to share with you some of our projects that provide education and skills training programs for women and girls that will enable them to access the financial services and credit facilities hitherto denied them. In developed countries, local Soroptomist clubs establish scholarships and bursaries for women returning to the world of work after time away from paid employment. Through such projects, they are able to upgrade their skills, compete in the employment market, and approach financial services with confidence and heightened competence. Through Soroptomist International in developing countries and the European countries in transition, women and girls, many for the first time, have access to education and training leadership skills and to employment opportunities. Soroptomist clubs sponsor the education of teachers, of individual girls, and become involved in removing the barriers that girls face in acquiring education. An example of this project is Project Punjab in Pakistan, which was a very recent project, where in partnership with Oxfam, Soroptomist International has reinstated and equipped 5 schools, trained 40 teachers, and established village support groups to help girls in their continuing education. Through the project, 1,350 girls will be better equipped to become financially independent and have economically secure futures. Project Independence was a Soroptomist International 4-year project in cooperation with Women for Women International. Through this project, women and girls who had survived conflict and violence in Rwanda, Bosnia and Afghanistan were able to learn new skills and revive old ones. They had access to counseling, educational courses and seminars. At the end of the courses, they were able to apply for microcredit loans and establish themselves in small income-generating initiatives. In total, we raised just over $2.2 million for this project in the 4 years. Another 4-year project in partnership with non-government organization and the Population and Community Development Association was centered in 13 villages in northern Thailand and was concerned with providing education, training, and alternatives to prostitution as employment opportunities for women and girls. Locally, traditional industrial partners became involved, provided training and apprenticeships. Courses in local government were made available to the women, and some were able to take up posts that enabled them to influence decisions being taken that would affect the lives and well-being of women and their families. Currently now, that project has been so successful that some of the girls are trading some of their goods on the international market, and that's great. A current project being undertaken by Soroptomist International, into which Ramu referred to, is the Restoring Dignity project in Addis Ababa. and young women there, teenagers who become pregnant very young, and because of the size of their pelvises and prolonged labor, get this terrible condition called fistula and are ostracized from their families. Soroptomist International is providing them with education. There is a village that has been built for those girls that cannot be totally cured and need constant care. The village is called Destamanda. In Aramaic, it means village of joy. And we are supporting the girls that go to that village with the educational skills and training skills so that they're close to medical care as well as becoming independent. Soroptomist International encourages women to become involved in positions where they can influence the decisions that are made that concern women and girls, their education, development, employment, and empowerment. Currently, we are focusing our projects towards the United Nations Millennium Development Goal 3, promote gender equality and empower women, and through strategic awareness, advocacy, and action, will ensure that women and girls enjoy equity and equality, live in safe and healthy environments, have access to education, develop leadership and practical skills. The strength of Soroptomist International does not lie in providing financial services, but in providing women and girls with education, skills, and training that will enable them to have varied options and to explore different avenues in order to make a living and to reach their personal potential. A confident woman with skills, experience, and expertise is much more likely to be successful in accessing credit loans and negotiating payment than one who has not had these opportunities. But whether it is their ability to access credit, to secure employment, or to raise happy, healthy families, education is the key, and Soroptomist International is turning it. Thank you.